Welcome, 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 you guys. This is EB Crypto, Eric Brent, Family Cash Machine, Follow the Money. And yesterday I did a video regarding Ukraine and Russia and the unseen hidden hand that's going on there. I'm not going to stay on this subject much longer because, as you guys know, the Family Cash Machine, we are dedicated and committed to educating our people when it comes to money, because money is the thing that everybody on this planet, no matter what race, religion, language, we all have in common, and we've been mistaught about money. One of the most deceptive subjects in the world, I think, is religion, as well as economics, money, and politics. All of these different things that are used to manipulate and to orchestrate and to demonstrate control around the world. But there's so many misconceptions when it comes to religion and when it comes to politics, as well as money. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and start. I talked about the Ukraine. We spoke about Russia. And this morning, I woke up to a disturbing tweet by Professor Kimberly St. Julian-Varnon, who actually made a comment that really got a lot of people feathers ruffled, including mine. And I'm not here to create this dissension between, our brilliant political or brilliant professors or scholars and stuff like that. That's not my mission. I don't like really going into a lot of arguments and stuff like that. I'm just not one to create that type of friction. But I must say that sometimes our people do need to be corrected. And I think that the professor stands to be corrected. Now, I want to share my screen and share with you guys what the professor stated. She basically stated that don't blame Ukraine, because there's over 500 students, still Black students from Ghana, that are being, disallowed, I guess, to leave the country. They're being denied access to charter buses, denied access to different shuttles and things of that nature. And of course, the white Ukrainians are being allowed in, but they're actually keeping the Blacks from departing through a lot of racist strategies and techniques, and it needs to be addressed because the doctor or Professor Julian, Kimberly, she said that it's not the Ukrainians' fault, it's Putin's fault, and you should blame Putin and not blame the Ukraine. And that comment stands to be corrected, because yesterday I actually showed you guys where the Ukrainian government has been funded for years by neo-Nazis. And in fact, the Ukrainian military, the paramilitary group, has intertwined itself with the military, and they call themselves Azov. And they're also a neo-Nazi group that is being funded by multi-billionaire oil tycoons who are neo-Nazis. So this is why Blacks are having the problems that they're having. I want to read her tweet, what she said that got my attention today. So let me go ahead and read this to you guys, what she said on her tweet. She said, that doesn't negate the fact, she said, okay, it doesn't negate the fact that there is anti-Black racism going on. She said, all I can say is as a Black person who has lived in Ukraine, okay, she lived there, who has experienced racism in Ukraine, she did experience racism, but also experienced amazing welcoming and love from Ukrainians. Ukraine has a history of welcoming African, Indian, and brown students, and they've continued that, and that's why people of color are in Ukraine. I understand what she's saying, and I even conclude, I said that yesterday, is that there are not all bad people in no country. There are good people, and I am sympathetic and I have compassion for those good people who are getting caught up in these two wicked governments going at it. I'm not standing for Putin, but I can't blame Putin. He's not in Ukraine. It's not Putin's fault that the Blacks there are undergoing racism. Now, like I said, I'm going to show you this again. Yesterday, I showed you guys, here's some pictures here of the Ukrainian Azov group that are actually a group of neo-Nazis. This is their military. This is who they are. And they're Nazis. Their symbol is a Nazi symbol. You see the blue swastika or black with the yellow background. That's their national symbol, which is a swastika turned in a different direction. So again, I gotta block this call out. Sorry, you guys. It's people calling me at the wrong time. Okay, so again, she goes on to say, if Ukraine falls to Russia, what do you think is going to happen to Black people and brown people? Miss St. Julian-Varnon 32 said they are going to be killed. I mean, we got to stop spreading this kind of propaganda, especially a so-called educated sister that's a professor, because there's documentaries that I've seen where huge amounts of Blacks in the 30s and 20s and early 1900s went to Russia to escape racism here in America. There's a huge population of Blacks in Russia. They don't show you that on the news, but we need to educate ourselves more and stop making these type of statements that are totally erroneous, because it's not Putin's fault that there's racism in Ukraine. No, they are Nazis in Ukraine. And how about this, Miss Kimberly? What about they may not be killed at all if the Ukrainians allow them to leave and let them go back home to wherever they are and stop holding them hostage there, and and letting all the whites get out first. This is a humanitarian situation. It shouldn't be about Black or white. We all should evacuate, and anyone and everyone should be allowed the opportunity to evacuate. It's not about race. It's about life or death. Again, like I said, I'm a human first. I'm a human being first, and then from there, I'm a Black man. But again, we need to correct some of our professionals when they make these type of statements. It's not Putin's fault. It's not Putin's fault that Ukraine is racist. I'm sorry, it's not. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and sign out. This is Eric Brent, EB Crypto Family Capturing. Peace. You guys have a great one.